Good afternoon, Elena. My name is Dr. Parkinson. I'm the superintendent here of Chester Upland School District, and I was told by Mr. Thompson, the principal of the Digital Academy, that you were recognized for a very special, important award or something recently happened in your world. So if you could share that with us, we'd really like to hear.
So about a month and a half ago, I enrolled in the Philadelphia Cadet program. I just really wanted to have a different aspect on my life because I grew up in an environment where a lot of killings happened and our police officers really didn't do much about it. So I just really wanted to, I'm big on helping people and changing my world around me. So that was really my main thing about enrolling in the cadet program.
Okay, so can you tell us what type of cadet program was it and what took place?
So there is a lot of retired military teachers there, parole officers, probationary officers, police officers, and they just train you to get out in the real world and, do exactly what they were doing. So it's, it's really chaotic sometimes. They yell and you talk to them as yes sir, yes ma'am. And it's really just training you to get out in the real world and see.
So would you say this experience has maybe helped to guide you to wanting to do something involving law enforcement or something?
Well, yes, I want to be a police officer. I've been wanting to be a police officer for quite a long time. I used to tell my mother when I was like 3-4 years ago, I want to be a police officer because I always wanted to help people. It's really been, something heavy on my heart.
That's fantastic. We definitely can use more police officers in our world today and in particular in our community. So that's fantastic. So can you tell us what grade are you in? What year are you in high school?
I'm in 11th grade.
11th grade?
Yes.
Okay, so after you finish your senior year and you graduate, what are some of the things that you plan on doing? Do you plan on going to the police academy after graduation or?
Well, yes. In this specific cadet program, I believe that you have to be there for 4 years, and it knocks off a year because you know that you have to be 21 to be an official police officer. But if you do 4 years in the academy, you can be a police officer at 20.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So yes.
So you'll have this year, you'll do it during your junior year, and then you'll do it again?
Yes, it's every Saturday.
Every Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give us a little bit of what takes place, a little bit of the activities that you're participating in on those Saturdays?
So I leave at 9:45. It's 9:45 to 5 p.m. Physical training. So basically sometimes you're inside, sometimes you're outside. It really depends on the behavior of the students. But when you're outside, you just stand at attention, you do what they're told. Sometimes if it's a team there, so if one doesn't have something, we all don't have it. And if one doesn't do it right, we all have to stand up and do it again. It's basically about urgency. You have to, if they tell you to drop down on the ground, you have to do it like you're willing to, not, scared to. Sometimes they put you against the wall if you're not listening or if you're not really doing exactly what they say. They'll get in your face and they'll yell, "Why are you laughing?" Stuff like that. But mainly it's obstacle courses in the gymnasium, jumping, crawling under tables, basically like you'll be chasing a suspect. So that's what goes down.
Sounds like you're placed in some high pressure situations at times.
Yes.
And someone of your age and who may have not experienced some of those things, how are you able to adjust and participate and be prepared for those high pressure situations you find yourself in?
Well, I would just say just listen carefully, because sometimes when you don't listen, it really falls back on everyone. So I wouldn't really say it's hard to adjust. So I wouldn't say it's easy, because some people really don't, adjust to yelling and chaoticness is really eager, but it's something that I've been wanting to do. So
it's great. It's great that you have a goal and that you're working towards that goal, and at an age where it's important to start to make decisions about what you want to do in life. I'm so proud to see that you're already making those decisions and you have a great plan ahead of you. Through this experience, what would you say has been probably the most challenging of all those Saturdays that you've have gotten up to go and participate? What would you say is the most challenging experience you've had so far?
Push-ups.
Push-ups.
Yes, the agility test, we had to run 7.5 laps straight.
Wow.
We had to do 13 sit-ups, 13 push-ups, and I wasn't really exercising before, I'm gonna be honest, so it was a little hard, and till this day it's still a little hard, but I just push myself and just tell myself every day that this is something that I want to do, so I just push myself more and more.
It's fantastic. Sounds like you're very driven, and that's going to take you extremely far in life, to be driven with that mindset. So as you've shared your most challenging piece, what would you say has been your most enjoyable part of being a part of this program?
Well, a lot of the speeches that the teachers and trainers have, it just makes me have a different view on life. And just being able to get up every day and go out into the world and help people is one of my biggest things that I want to do. So that's something that I really love.
That's a beautiful thing to hear from such a young person about the importance, recognizing the importance of giving back and helping others, and to be a part of a service-oriented field is it's rewarding in many ways. So as you look in the future, I know you want to be a police officer. You said, where'd you like to serve? In your community, or do you think that you want to serve in somewhere else, a different community?
Well, I would probably stay in Philadelphia, and yeah, I don't think that I will. Well, I did in the beginning want to change the city, but I might end up staying in Philadelphia because a lot of crimes happen up there, and I want to be somebody that helps and try to change the environment up there.
Okay. Any of your peers, do they have a recruiting process with this? Do you have any friends who are participating?
No.
Okay, so this is something you're doing on your own, which makes it even more challenging.
Yes.
When you're by yourself at times, but I'm sure you've made a lot of friends and people who you're working with there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to first congratulate you and thank you for spending some time with us this afternoon and getting to know you as a person, but more importantly, the goals that you have and that you're a driven person. So, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, with that goal, and you'll do well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.